Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Big shout out to our notification gang. Thank you so much for your continuous love and support. Thank you. In today's video we are going to be cutting my hair off. I'm kidding. We're just going to be doing a trim. I've got a hair in my face. We're going to be doing a trim of my hair simply because the last time my hair was trimmed was, I don't even know, beginning of the year. Since then my hair has been in twists and that's it. So as I've been undoing my hair, I've undone my hair twice now and redone the twist, my hair has been knotting. So we've gotten to the point where I need to give it a trim. However, I wanted to try out a new technique that I found on Instagram. If I can find where it is, I'll give credit, but I don't even think it was just on Discovery. Anyway, I saw it and I was like, this is so good. So I tried it and I was like, okay, it works. Let me film it. Let's do it together so we can see. Because it'll save you that hassle of, should I not cut this section? So that's enough rambling from me. We're gonna get straight into the video. What you'll need is your comb, a pair of scissors, shears preferably, not your household scissors, and also a container that you can put your hair in. So it can be a container like this, it can be just any container that you can dunk your hair in. So ideally you need to have your hair in twists. Chunky twists are okay. So what I'm going to start by doing is just sectioning out my hair. Like so, like that. And I'm going to tie up the other part. So this here will be two sections. So that's what I mean that the sections are not that important. They don't even have to be straight. Then you're going to do a twist. In the video she did a twist, so I'm doing a twist as well. But I'm sure you could probably try it with braids, or even if you have your hair in mini twists or whatever like that, you can do it like that. And you pretty much braid it all or twist it all the way down to like the end. So when it's like that, all the way down to the end, like that. So you can see by this little tail that's here that sis needs a chop. Like if this is not saying I need a chop, then I don't know what else is. This probably will. Now the point of it is you're meant to have water. My water is cold, but I think this will work better with warm water. So I'm actually gonna warm the water up. This is warm enough. Then you're going to take your little twist out that you twisted all the way down, and you are going to take your little twist out, and then you are going to, can't see, there we go. You're going to dunk your twist in the water and let it sit in the water for a little bit, just so it can take in the water, slurp it up, enjoy it, whatever. Then you're going to squeeze it dry, and okay, so this is the point here. So whatever point of the hair has unraveled itself because it's dry, let me take my microfiber. Whatever point has unraveled itself, has gone fluffy, has gone just because it hasn't actually taken in the water, that's the point where you're meant to cut. So for me, it's exactly where I expected, this little tail end here. That's the end where things are not looking too great. So what are you going to do? You're going to take your scissors and you're gonna chop it off, that little tail end. And if you want, you can then do it again just to make sure that you've gotten it all. You know, when you're doing a trim by yourself, you don't really want to take off too much, so let's have a look. Okay, so that looks okay to me. It's rounded off. It's still all together. So that's essentially how you do it. I think this is a really nice way of sort of cutting your own hair, trimming your own hair, while also giving yourself that assurance that this needs to be cut. Because I think sometimes when we cut our own hair, you get to a point where you're like, no, this doesn't need to go. I've been thinking that my hair doesn't need a cut for a long time. However, when my hair started knotting itself like it was doing like this, I knew something was up. So it's a bit tedious. It's a bit tedious because obviously you have to twist all your hair, but the chunks can be really big. But this can also work while your hair is in, you know, the twists or whatever protective style you have your hair in. But what's important is that you obviously have to twist it all the way down to the bottom so that you can actually see that, oh, this has unraveled. You see what I mean? This is not cute. This big old thing, that's a knot. So take your thing again, dunk it in, let it sit. You can actually see it in there unraveling, whereas the rest of the hair sort of stays in shape and drinks up the water, but that section quickly unravels. So I'm going to take it out with my towel, pat it dry, and then where do we need to cut? Here, this whole area that's unraveled itself. So this whole area here, and you can tell because it's not even. You know where to cut your hair because the bulk of your hair should be, if your hair is healthy, it should be like this. If it's tapered like this, then that means that there are sections of your hair that have fallen, that have been broken, this, that. Your hair should be like that. Ideally, I could cut off even this section, but I ain't gonna do that. But you can cut off this section, so it should be all the way the same thickness from top to bottom. Your hair shouldn't be tapering down like that. When it starts tapering down, that's how you know that it's not healthy. That's not healthy hair. Okay. I'm gonna work in a bigger chunk just so we can see. It works better when you actually do a proper, you know, if you don't know how to do a proper twist, you can do a braid. Because what matters is that it's a nice, so that you can see something unraveling. So we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom. Already we can see that this area here needs some work. We have just some random rogue hair here. There it is. Dunk it in. You can see it floating up in there. Starting to unravel. I would presume that you can also do this by twisting your hair, then getting your hair wet or washing your hair and then doing this, because it's still the same process of, you know, getting your hair wet. Like that. And you see here, this whole area has unraveled. So this is not healthy at all. It didn't take in any water. So that whole area, chop. So that's all that. And then it leaves you with something like this. See the difference in terms of how it's straight down, up and down. You don't see that taper situation happening. It's just straight. So you can actually do it in bigger sections as well. Personally, I've been trimming my own hair for a long, long time. I've never been to the salon to get my hair treated or anything like that for my natural hair. I've always taken care of it myself, given myself my own trims. And I think this is the quickest and easiest way to do it that I've seen thus far. So there we go. You can already see what area needs a trim. But sometimes it's not as obvious as struggling to get it in. Sometimes it's not as obvious as it is with my hair. It's obvious with my hair at the moment because it's been long overdue. Like, all this unraveled. And that's the reason why your afro ends up looking sparse and not nice. Alright, last one. So I've gone through and done all of the rest. I'm just doing now the center of my head. This one here. Compare that to that, the difference. That to that. You can tell what's dead and what's alive. The hair is alive, it's just that it's damaged. The hair is alive, it's just that it's damaged. So there's no point in having it because it's causing a commotion to the rest of it. So there's no point in keeping those little inches that are catching with all the other hair and breaking with the other hair and this and that. That's the point. So, you see it? Yeah. There it is. Those little inches. Alright, so that's all done. Quick and easy. It took me like, what, 25 minutes at most. And now if I want to go braid my hair, I can do whatever I need to do. But at least my hair is well maintained. So, this is what I cut. So it's actually not a lot of hair, but at least, I mean, it is because it's the shrinkage, but it'll only take like a centimeter, 2 centimeters at most, but you have all this length left and it'll help your hair to grow better. So, and if you don't think you've done a good job, you can always go back in a week's time and, you know, cut the rest because there will always be little pieces like that that were missed out. So you can always do that the next day or after you shower. So for those who want to see what it looks like after, Let me unravel one, just so you can see. See the difference in how my hair just glides through, because there's no real resistance like that. Because the points of the hair that were causing all the commotion are gone. Even if you have a look, all the little knots, you guys didn't see them, but all the little knots that were there are gone, and your hair is actually like a bit straighter. And you'll see that when you do your afro will look so much better, because you won't have those raggedy ends. It will have crisp ends. So that's done. You see what I mean? But you always have more, the more time you do it. So yeah guys, that is the end of the video. This is what my hair looks like now. I hope you liked this new innovative way. Whoever the girl is that I saw on Instagram, who was on TikTok, who did this, thank you. But yeah, I decided to share with you guys. This is a fun new way, easier way to cut your ends and to know how much and what to cut. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment down below your thoughts and like if you like the video. Mwah.